Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Welcome to the podcast, kids, and I'm going to ask you this question. Have you ever had a shitty birthday?
Like how shitty we talking? Like proper shitty?
Like real shitty.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate shitty birthday. Because this woman couldn't have had a worse one.
Let's talk poor timing.
Yes, let's talk it, shall we? We have some weird conversations in our meetings, and yesterday we were having a chat. I was telling you guys about a story I heard about someone's grandpa who died at the wedding reception at Adelaide Oval. Ruined the
Shocking timing.
whole terrible timing. And because producer Zoe is producer Zoe, she has to one-up me all the time. She has come in.
She's like, well, 10 people died at the wedding I was at.
She has come in and just gone bang with a story that is so outrageous it needs to be told on the radio. Let's just hope none of your family members are listening.
It's all right. I've got permission from Bday, my mum.
Oh, good.
She said it's all good.
Yeah.
But she's keeping my grandma busy for this.
Because your grandma actually does listen to the show.
My grandma does listen to the show. Hi,
And
Margie.
analyses it.
Tune out. 6 years ago on my grandma's birthday, my grandpa died mid-lunch
Wow.
on her birthday.
What did he have for lunch?
Mushrooms?
Like, oh my gosh, just taking him to the spiciest Mexican restaurant in Adelaide.
Yeah,
no.
it was it wasn't funny at the time, but now it is because it didn't end there. We were like mid-lunch.
Oh, he came back.
He came back.
He came back. I love a zombie story.
I'm glad this is funny for you guys. We were
Sorry, Bindi.
Sorry, Bindi. Sorry, Margie. Proceed.
We were
Have some respect, Andrew Hayes.
We were mid-lunch. He'd been ill for a while, so he was upstairs. And my grandma, on her birthday, goes, I'll fix him a plate, takes it upstairs, comes back down and goes, he's gone. He's not with us. And we all kind of went, oh, that is terrible timing. It was on our actual birthday as well.
Oh, no.
It got a whole lot worse, though, because we had to, do all the formalities. So birthday got put on hold for a sec. We had to call the funeral home.
Yeah.
They got there and went, oh, you've got stairs. And they're like, yeah, he's upstairs. He's not down here. He's upstairs. And they went, oh, it doesn't cover our work health safety. We can't carry him down. So Mum carried her dad downstairs. Her dead father downstairs.
It's not funny. It's a little bit funny.
It's very not funny, but funny. So she had to carry him downstairs. We sent him off. We all finally sit down. And so the rest of the family came over to kind of say goodbye. And then we cut cake and sang happy birthday.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
Happy birthday, Nan.
Birthday, one she'll never forget.
Oh, my goodness, mate. That is unbelievable.
A bit outrageous, isn't it?
Let's talk 13, 20, 410. Unfortunate timing. Doesn't have to be death. It can be anything.
Maybe it's when, unfortunate events collide. For example, I just want him to come into this world nice and safe. But if my little baby boy Sonny came in on grand final day, he'd just go, oh, I just don't know about this timing, buddy.
Come on, Sonny.
Come on, Sonny. Read the room.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Collingwood win by 4 points and you decide to spoil it all and arrive.
Right. Let's go to Jessie. Jessie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Take us through your particular situation.
So my nana's funeral, I'd arrived about 10 minutes after the viewing had started.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my mum and auntie had been in already and noticed that it was not my nana in the coffin. It was some other lady. So the funeral home told my mum and my auntie that the funeral had to go on because everyone was there.
What?
So we were made to sit through a funeral with some other lady's body in the coffin.
So was it an open cask funeral?
No.
Yeah,
no,
right.
As soon as my mum and auntie realised it was not my nana, they closed the viewing and no one was allowed in.
Jessie, before we go on, permission to have a bit of a giggle at this?
Yeah. Well, my nana was a bit of a jokester, so
Oh, maybe she's
we
pranked
can
you all.
laugh about it. But at this time, it was a bit traumatic.
Oh my gosh, it would have been.
God.
What about the funeral parlour? Like, no, got to push through now. So who was the lady?
It was a lady from South Australia who had no family here in the country.
Oh,
So she was just going to have like a little memorial thing at the funeral home.
Oh, well, that's
Well, that's
But,
gone. It's a bit of a win, Jessie.
good for her
isn't
in a way.
it? Oh, yeah, isn't it? I mean, if you were going to have no one at your funeral,
Yeah.
and then suddenly you had 50 people, even though they thought you were someone else, it's a small victory in death, isn't it?
It's a small little win. So then, did they get the right body? I just don't know how to word some of these questions.
What do you mean, did they get the right body?
Where,
Did you have another one?
where was
Another-
Nan?
Yeah.
Where was Nan?
We don't really know. They cremated Nana's body before we could actually do a viewing to confirm it was her.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. I mean, please don't say the name of this funeral home. But
Oh,
if
I'm not allowed to.
no, and if I die, please don't send me there, you guys. Far out.
Oh my god!
Did you? One more question, Jessie. Sorry, this is so fascinating. Did you tell the other people who'd come to say goodbye to your Nana that it wasn't Nana?
Not at the time. They found out after we made a story on her current affair.
Oh wow!
Goodness me.
We were told to keep it all quiet by the funeral home.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I mean, it's not the best advertisement for them, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, come say goodbye to someone else's Nana.
Oh, my.
Oh, goodness me. Jessie, that's outrageous.
Thank you for sharing this story. This is incredible.
If you've been waiting to skip the school holiday crowds for your next trip, now's your chance.
Yeah, take a sneaky weekender with whatif.com.
Just imagine all those empty beaches.
Book accommodation and more on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
What the fork?
What the fork?
The fork is happening.
A little survey alert here. Goodness me. So basically, this segment is the small things in life that you can't get your head around. You look at it, like, for example, when you can't find a fork in your workplace kitchen, and you go, what the fork? Why is that happening?
It's a thing all across offices, particularly in this country. Forks just go missing.
Yeah, and so we just thought we'd expand it out to all the little things that you simply do not understand, and I don't understand this. There is a new survey that's come out, and shockingly, in the UK, more than 1.5 million people admitted to washing their bath towels once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year. Your bath towel with all your bodily functions and fluids on it. Yuck.
Yes, I want to jump on board with this. Unfortunately, if I was in the UK, I think I'm one of those statistics.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I have a shower every morning here at Nova.
Oh, this is disgusting, actually.
What do you
Yes,
mean?
go.
And so we started Jan 9, and I changed the towel for the first time the other day.
You didn't.
Yeah.
That's, what do we need? What?
Yeah, quick
Like
maths. That's
10
what,
10 months in.
7 or 8 or 9 months.
And
That's
not
it.
only that, we figured out there's another bloke in engineering who uses that shower, and we
Yeah.
figured that you guys have been sharing that
I know.
towel.
Well, we do because we shower together. No, we don't really. But the towel was actually talking to me the other day.
Was
That's why I was
it?
like, it's time for you to have a bit of a wash yourself.
Was it like up on its hind legs,
Yeah, it was.
just chatting to you?
Genuine piece of cardboard.
Oh my goodness. Experts say that you should wash after 3 to 5 uses on high temperature, 60 degrees, to ensure you kill any germs. And just to
Who's got the time?
just to inform you about what you've probably contracted, it's bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus that can lead to skin infections. And
Is it really itchy?
Yeah. And fungi like Candida yeast can cause issues like athlete's foot.
I don't have athlete's foot.
Well, not yet.
Well,
But
I
it's-
mean, I've got a fresh towel though.
It's just
Changed it a couple of weeks ago.
oh, yuck. And it just made us think about other stuff. Like, how often would you say, for example, wash your bed sheets? Oh, you're not doing it. Kara's doing
bed
it,
sheets.
obviously.
Fresh bed sheets last night. Thank you very much. But when I was in my single days, oh my gosh,
God, you're an animal.
absolutely horrendous stuff. I would wonder how often they get changed.
Right.
Because who's got the time? Do you know what I mean?
But how? No, if you had to put a figure on it, how often would you?
Yeah, that'd be once or twice a year, I reckon.
Your bed sheets.
But I would have a shower before I went to bed.
So what?
I feel like, just to paint a picture here, I'm in a room full of lovely ladies.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the wrong answer, given the absolutely shocked and disgusted looks I'm getting right now.
That is gross. What about your pajamas? Let's talk about your pajamas.
Pyjamas. Who wears pyjamas these days? You know?
Everyone.
Yeah. What about that Frank Green bottle that's in front of us? You got to wash that out.
I actually
Don't do the whole, it's water. It's okay.
No, mine's starting to taste a little bit funky, like a little bit tinny. And producer Em was trying to tell me that they can go a little bit mouldy, the Frank Green.
Absolutely.
So I
It's a
don't.
haven for mould.
I don't really wash it at all, really.
So you're an absolute monster yourself.
Oh, am I just?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. 13, 24, 10. Let's do this, the washing edition.
You can take it too far, though.
What do you mean?
Newsreader Abby.
Yeah.
You can overwash, can't you?
You two are filth, and I don't think I want to work here anymore. So I used to dance with a woman. She'll remain nameless. But she had 5 children, and we're all sitting around having a champagne one night after dance rehearsals, and she let us know that she washes her towels every single day.
What?
Every single day she puts those bad boys through the washing machine.
And she got 5 kids.
5 kids.
Is she just a permanent washer? Is that all she does all day, every day?
I would assume so, because how do you have time to do anything else?
Oh, my God. And what was your response to that?
I just literally, as I do, lost my marbles.
Yeah.
What'd you say to her?
I can't repeat it on air.
Did you accuse her of single-handedly draining the Murray?
Yeah.
I did actually, yeah. I said, you're the reason that the Murray River's low, because around that time it got really low, but now we've had floods since and we're fine, so...
Didn't the washing machine luck out when I went to that particular household? I'm going to my forever home.
Yeah.
And now I'll tell this story quickly because my sister will kill me. But my oldest sister, I remember when she was living at home, she, I don't think, changed her sheets for I don't know how long. And they started ripping down the bottom of the sheets.
Oh,
And
they were
Mum-
that crusty?
Yeah, my mother was not a happy woman. It was disgusting.
Oh, my God.
People are feral.
All right. What the fork, the washing habits edition. Give us a call. Give us an example. 13 24 10. Some real dirty cats out there. And guess what? I'm king of them.
I know. We got a beach house voucher. Yeah, $200 beach house voucher.
$200 worth.
Entertain the kids this school holidays. Producer Em, you're going to throw your husband under the bus.
Yes. When we first started dating, thankfully his sister-in-law, who I actually already knew, came up to me and said, look, I'm just letting you know, I don't know the last time his sheets were washed, so I made sure I washed them before you came over.
Good on him.
And also,
from him.
he's like you, Hayesy, not a fan of pyjamas, but I feel like if you're not wearing pyjamas, you need to make sure those sheets are washed even more.
Yes. If you're sleeping...
Because all your bits are all over the sheets.
Yes, thank you.
Bits are clean.
Are they, though?
They're
We
not-
work with you. I'm not sure about that.
Bits aren't leaking. I promise. I promise. We're at this text as well from John and Seaton. He said, I have a shower in the morning, but not at night. Is that bad?
Yeah,
Does that count?
yeah. You need to have a shower before you get into your sheets.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
Kirsty, your thoughts on this?
Hi, I got into serious trouble with my partner because I put a hand towel in with the socks and jocks. God forbid. I don't know what he thought was going to happen to said hand towel, but
Wow.
That's okay.
anyway, I got blasted. So yeah.
Oh, well, to goodness, you can put a hand towel in with your normal
The
washing.
hand towel's lucky to survive in amongst the socks and jocks. They just gang up on it.
Is it just me? I'm chucking everything in together. From tea towels to your normal towels to your socks to your underwear.
Towels
to
go
your
in their
normal
own
clothes.
wash.
No, they don't.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Towels
do.
get their own wash.
No, they don't. Oh, again, with the opinions from you.
Yeah.
When your wife does all your washing.
Got a lot to say.
Oh, Kelly, your thoughts, your washing thoughts.
I hate it when you go to the laundromat and they're washing their dog's things in there.
No. See,
Yeah.
this is why I avoid the laundromat at all times. We had our washing machine, Kelly, broke down for about a month before they actually eventually came out and repaired it, and I had to go to the laundromat, and I was like, you're literally putting all your underwear in with some other random's washing, because I don't care what you do, that drum cannot be clean,
Yeah.
can it?
That's exactly right.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Imagine washing your jocks with someone's dog coat.
Yeah, I know. They shouldn't mix, should they?
No.
Let's wrap it up with Abby. Good morning, Abby.
Morning.
What have you got
Okay.
for us?
So I do the washing every week at our house, but my partner's work jumper seems to always only be in there once a week.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And he's wearing it every day?
Yeah, sweating and being gross. Like, it's hot and he'll still wear it.
It's purely a smell thing, though, Abby. I can tell you I represent the male species, and I've got a couple of hoodies that are exactly the same. Unless it's visibly stained or there's some kind of smell coming from it, we're just going to keep on wearing it.
Well, it's a work jumper, so of course it's stained. But,
and
how
what,
it's meant to be, apparently.
Well, that's on him then.
what does he do, Abby?
Pardon?
What does he do?
He just, like, at the end of the week, he'll put it in the wash pile, but it basically walks on its own. It's got its own legs.
I know, but what does he do for work is what I meant.
Oh, he's a truck driver and farmer.
Yeah.
And a farmer?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot of stains on that jumper.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That jumper's got its own legs.
Yeah. Hey, Abby, we've got a $200 beach house voucher here for you if you'd like it.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. The beach house, perfect destination for a fun-filled day out. It's more fun at their house, the beach house. It's okay. We can all be dirty together.
We are, what have we got? 3 working days and 2 weekend days left until the children go back to school. Hallelujah, thank God. But I don't know if any other parents feel this way, but we in the Oddie household are counting down.
Yeah.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
It's a crawl.
Yeah.
It's an absolute crawl. That guy who's just at the edge of the marathon, he's literally crawling because the legs don't work anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, you've got this. You can do it.
That's me as a parent right now, just wobbly legs, you know?
Absolutely.
And so yesterday we picked up Harper, who is the 4-year-old, picked her up from childcare. So she does half days. So we pick her up at 1:00 and I'm presented with a green plasticine frog that she'd made.
Wow.
And she was so proud of it. Have a listen.
A gift from the heavens, wasn't it?
It's beautiful. And the Play-Doh's cold.
It's cold, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. You're so clever.
Yeah, some question marks on just how beautiful it was, to be honest with you.
Well, and to be honest with you, I've just called it a frog and I've realised it was a koala. So, yeah,
there you go.
that's how well I'm going at the moment.
It was green, though.
It was green.
Not a lot of green koalas.
Green. A lot of green tree frogs.
Yeah, a lot of green tree frogs. Koalas, not so much.
Had a little googly eyes that she'd stuck on. Anyway, Susan at the childcare said to me, she had such a good time making that. So we're driving home and I'm thinking, God, how am I going to keep this kid entertained all afternoon? So she's presented me with the green koala and do you know what I did? I thought she had so much fun making it. She could make it again.
Oh, wow.
I squashed the koala.
You scrunched up in her face. You're one of those parents.
Squashed the koala up, the little plasticine koala, and sat her at the kitchen table and said, do it all again, darling.
It's traumatic.
Go on then.
Yeah, wow. She's like, okay, Mum.
Okay.
As a single tear ran down her sweet little cheek.
I mean, that smacks of desperation. I understand that. Yeah. But we're all feeling a bit that way, aren't we?
Well, kids are so unbelievably crazy energetic that it's not like, let's just exercise for half an hour and have a bit of a spell. If it was up to my son and particularly my daughter, they'd go for 10 hours straight, I reckon.
And so what have you been doing with Henry that you've been doing all week and you're probably going to have to do again?
Genuine rotation between going bowling and going to the aquatic centre. Starting to know my name at the aquatic centre. It's really nice.
Yeah. How do you find the aquatic centre?
It's an interesting place, isn't it?
Yep.
Everyone's very confident at the aquatic centre.
Do you like jumping in the water?
I'm a cat. I'm a genuine cat. I don't like touching water. I don't like being in the water. It's a heated pool, particularly in the junior section, and even I get too cold real quick.
Unless the pool is 38 degrees, I'm not going in it.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I think this one's about 36, so not good for us. Not tropical enough,
No,
those waters.
It's really not. 13 24 10. Are you a parent? Are you crawling to the finish line? And if you've got any ideas whatsoever about how to keep our children entertained for the last couple of days of the school holidays, please let us know because I'm at the squashing plasticine frog's face.
Yeah. Specifically, do you have a hack that doesn't involve an iPad?
Yes, I know. You know how they do the average screen time?
Oh, my
Imagine
gosh.
the average screen time for our kids at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, your child was on the iPad for 27 hours today.
Watching
I'm like,
Blippy for 20 hours straight.
I know, and I'm like, there's only 24 hours in a day. How did that happen?
Oh, my gosh. Squeezing extra iPad time. Shouldn't be humanly possible.
Tanika, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, we're so good, thank you. How are you holding up?
Good. Not too bad. I work at an OSH, and something that keeps the kids entertained for hours is something called Harmer beads.
What are Harmer beads?
So they make like little stencils out of them, and then you just iron them, and they just keep making these stencils. So, yeah.
Okay,
you
so
get them from a craft shop.
Just from a craft shop?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Anything else?
That's about it, unless they go outside.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I mean, ideally, you just sort of shift them outside for ages, but when they get the sniff of that tablet,
Yeah.
oh, boy.
The lure's strong, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
The pool's real.
The pool is very, very real.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
News. In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Just
just condensed beautifully, Joes, because you just fear that when you wake up first thing, you get information overload.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed by the sheer volume of stuff on my phone now because there's so many different channels, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's the internet, there's Instagram.
You got the internet on your phone, do you? Look at you go with your new iPhone 3.
It's a Samsung flip phone.
Oh, jeez. Good on you pushing against what everyone else is doing. I'm going to go with the Samsung. That's nice.
Okay, Abby, what's happening in the news?
Good morning. So basically, if you're heading up South Road, there's still going to be some road closures around. You know where the Bunnings is on South Road down at Edwardstown?
Yeah.
So it was a massive factory fire last night. It's impacted 3 businesses, which is obviously really sad. Fire cause investigators are heading back out there this morning to determine what caused it. But Dunorlan Road is closed. So if you're around that area, just be careful of extra traffic.
That's a shame because South Road normally runs quite smoothly.
Oh,
that's
so
a joke,
smoothly.
Abby.
It's one of our best roads in Adelaide,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Good, isn't it?
So that's the first one from me. Second one, we've heard of a beer keg, but what about a milk keg?
What do you mean?
So the Fluorio Milk Company are trying to get everyone to reduce our carbon footprint. They want to reduce single-use plastics. And today they're unveiling a milk keg, which is a first for South Australia. So they're going to have milk kegs and, surprise, surprise, everything old is new again. So they're bringing back
the glass bottle?
Glass bottles.
I'm sure if you had some sort of brain fade and you needed some help.
I did.
I've just went on pause there.
I did. But yeah, so they're unveiling that today at the Central Market, so that'll be fun.
So there'll be the milk keg is at the markets, is that right?
So
where's
yeah,
this keg that you speak of?
Well, so people will actually be able to buy it and use it. So they're hoping to reduce, so each year I think they're hoping to reduce like 7,000 bottles a household or person or something. Yeah, they're hoping to reduce 7,000 single-use plastics each year.
That's so good.
So, yeah.
I would implore everyone, like every time I go to the supermarket and buy milk, I ignore the big 4 supermarket chain milks because they pay the farmers 2 cents. And try and go to Fluorio Milk or also Sada is the other one here in South Australia.
Yeah.
Just go local. So
we go Fluorio Milk and it's the best milk. Like having a coffee at home is just like having one in a cafe.
Yeah.
Beautiful milk.
Very nice work.
Can't wait to go to a keg party and you find out it's milk.
I know, can you imagine?
Fun, won't it?
Strawberry, please.
Oh, yes,
Maybe a bit of chocky.
Fill my cup up again.
Deary me. A newly married Port Lincoln couple have described the terrifying moments they rushed to rescue a drowning French tourist while on their honeymoon in Indonesia. So they're in Bali, Lombok Island, and everyone's like going, this guy's missing. And so she turned to her husband and said, you've got to do something. So he's grabbed a kayak, grabbed a paddle, grabbed some life jackets, gone out. And he said he got hit by a wave, but as he was getting hit, he heard the man screaming, like terrifying screams. So he's pulled him out of the water and saved his life.
Well done.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Good work. That reminded me of, I don't want to paint myself as a hero, but when I was on holidays in Thailand, we were sitting around by the pool in the resort, and I saw this little boy. I was like, oh, no, don't jump in. He was too little to be able to swim. Don't jump in. And he goes in the deep end, and he went straight to the bottom. And I'm looking around for his parents, nowhere to be seen. And so I just ran in and pulled him from the bottom. And that could have ended so bad. But they were so cash about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I presented this half-drowned child. And they're like, oh, I think they're from Denmark or somewhere. Just clearly.
Are you just like subtly saying that you're a bit of a hero?
Why did you have to do that? I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're saying that, not me. But if I'm a hero and they're the words you want to use, then I guess here we are.
We're going to have beef today.
There's massive beef in the
just
studio.
casually going along, and it was a guy, and all of a sudden I flipped that little red floaty thing they have with Baywatch, and then
Bondi Rescue Jodie edition.
How did the theme song go?
I can't even remember how the Baywatch theme song goes. Anyway.
Anyway, let's hear about you being a hero then, Sean.
Well, I've got nothing heroic to say except the fact that let's round out a bit of trade talk. And just quickly, as well as Port Adelaide's trade its future first round pick to Freo for 2 second-round selections. So the Power's trying to build a bit of a war chest to get guys like Asava Radigalea, Jordan Sweet and Brandon Zerk-Thatcher.
Yep.
First and foremost, it is get Asava over the line.
Get Asava.
The big fella. And also, if you're looking at the news as well, and this is devastating for us, it's straight to our heart, that if our boy Razio Fantasia ends up at the Giants, he's done a medical.
Okay.
What?
Oh, what?
He's our boy.
I know, he's our Orazio.
I wonder if we can do him via correspondence.
Who's going to bring you guys lasagna and coffee in the
Yes.
mornings now? I mean, I never got one, but whatever.
No. Wow, jeez.
Yeah.
God, he used to bring pastries and all sorts of things.
Yeah,
He's a
lovely.
beautiful little man, and we love Orazio, and we'll be really very sad to lose him if he does, in fact, go to the Giants.
Well, hopefully, who knows what's going to happen. It's a long trade period, but watch this space, could end up being a giant.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
There you
Which
go.
is kind of at odds with his stature, isn't it? Because he's only little.
Right, giant heart, though. Giant heart.
right?
Give it odds in.
Snooze.
All right, that's our post-snooze news. Thank you very much, Abby, from the newsroom. We're going to jump into the 6:15 vending machine very, very soon. Chock-a-block for some outstanding prices.
I'm not saying I'm a hero, but if I hadn't have been there at the time.
Oh, my God, seriously.
There are so many things we adore about you, but one of the things that I love the most is the fact that you find the quirkiest stories and you bring them to the table. Well done. Give yourself a little round of applause with that sound effect.
There you go. Oh, thank you very much.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Oh, like that too. Thank you.
Can you remember that story that you told us a little while ago about a man who spent $20,000 to buy a dog suit to dress up as a dog because he just wanted to be like a little rover?
Felt like it was a dog inside, specifically a collie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that led to a discussion about which animal we would all collectively like to dress up as for a day. And this is how it rolled out.
I'm going in a practical direction.
Okay.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I can maximise my grocery shopping efficiency. 8 arms.
Octopus in aisle 4, octopus in aisle 4.
There's an ink clean up in aisle 4.
I'm going to dress up as a dolphin and I'm going to peruse the really...
There she is. There's Jodie.
I'm going to peruse the really crowded surf beaches and just have a ball popping up in the waves next to the surfers, like going boo.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
You'd certainly get a laugh on too, wouldn't
So
you?
there's Jodie masquerading as a dolphin who's masquerading as a shark.
Yeah, there you go. And all of a sudden, bang, a shark gets confused and takes out Jodie, and then we've got to go to Joni's little dolphin funeral, unfortunately.
Oh no, and
sucks.
everyone's very upset.
There's a follow-up with this dog, man.
What's happened?
Yeah, $20,000 he spent on this. So this was obviously the honeymoon period when he was going through all this, and the next step was to go out there and try and meet other dogs.
Right.
Yeah, it's been reported that he's been going to dog parks, and would you believe it, so shocking, the other dogs don't want a bar of him.
Oh, that makes me sad.
So he's getting absolutely ignored by the other dogs, which, can you imagine if there was a dog dressed up as a human, just how much straight away you'd know that it's a fraud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Like something out of a horror movie.
Oh, so because I remember when you first did the story, he was going out and sniffing other dogs.
Yeah.
Right? He's like going up and
Yeah, but he's the sniffer. He's looking for a sniffy.
yeah, right.
Can't find it.
No, okay. You know when you take your dog for a walk and you run into another person with a dog and you've got no control over it
Yeah.
because these dogs want to sniff each other.
Yeah.
Right. So then you're left awkwardly standing there with a stranger.
Yeah, and you start sniffing the strain. Yeah, you get that too.
No, you're left standing there just like doing this small talk thing while your dogs are sniffing each other's
Yeah, it sucks.
butts. It's really weird.
It absolutely sucks. I know. I can see how this plays out, though. You just got to be careful what you wish for.
What do you mean?
Because all of a sudden, this dog man's like, "Oh, I'm just looking for a mate, some sort of dog that's going to love me for who I am," and that is a fake dog. And he's going to end up finding his match. It's going to be this giant pit bull by the name of Sasha, who's going to take a liking to him. He's going to be like, "Oh, I'm actually a human after all." Either that, or he's going to run into the current affair bloke. Remember him back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be a dog.
I don't want to be a dog anymore.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on this Daysey.
Weird, wacky, and way out there Wednesday. That's what today is. Time for a trip down memory lane. 11th of October. Let's go back to 1972. An incredibly special day on the calendar. Aussie Michael Gallen, who was 33 at the time, ate 63 bananas in 10 minutes and achieved a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah. And then he started singing Gwen Stefani, Hollaback Girl, and there's a particular moment right at the start where you know exactly what's going on. Yeah, and that little bit there, yes, it was bananas for days and days and days.
I see
know
what
what I'm saying?
I see what you've done there. It's clever.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. 1975, Bill Clinton, who was 29, married Hillary Rodham, 27. And I assume they just had an absolutely straightforward, non-turbulent relationship, and it was just they just sailed off into the sunset.
She kind of became the poster child for sticking with your man, didn't she? Really, Hillary.
Through thick and thin. Oh boy, through some thick stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Hillary. 1975, Saturday Night Live, a sketch comedy and variety show, debuted on American television.
What a cracking show it is.
Really good. And since then, though, I mean, we're learning some stuff, maybe, potentially about Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, there's a few rumours going around about Jimmy.
Rumours? Don't always believe rumours, but they're pretty consistent. But still, great show. Great show. And I feel like some of those shows is where guys like Will Ferrell, etc., really, really broke through, and we're like, that guy's funny. Put him on every single movie, please.
Yeah, and they did. And Hollywood did. Headline for you. Woman sues Disney over water slide wedgie.
Classic. Well done.
Big story, this one. Couple are suing Walt Disney Parks and Resorts after one of them sustained an injurious wedgie. What a cool word that is. Injurious. So, sustained an injury, basically.
Yeah. Via wedgie.
Yeah, at Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. Emma McGuinness got hurt while riding the, wait for it, Humunga Cowabunga water slide.
Yeah, that's the one. You've got to be careful when you jump on the Humunga.
As you're yelling Cowabunga. She rode the slide where guests speed 214 feet downhill. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite a descent.
This is according to court documents. The impact of the slide and her impact into the standing water at the bottom of the slide caused Miss McGuinness clothing to be painfully forced between her legs. Oh. Guess what happened next? She was taken by ambulance to hospital and later transported to another hospital for the repair of her gynecological injuries.
What does that mean? Go on, Jodes. Give us more details.
Also, according to the complaint, riders are told to cross their legs at the ankles at the top of the slide, though they are not told why, maintaining that Disney World was negligent.
Oh, so they knew what was going on.
Well, yeah, you're told, aren't you, when you get at the top, like cross your legs and cross your arms across your chest, aren't you?
Oh, okay,
to protect all those said bits.
Yeah, does sound like she was on the verge of a genuine atomic wedgie.
It does, from The Simpsons.
This is just next level. Do you know what an atomic wedgie is, by the way?
No.
So an atomic wedgie is a slang for forcibly yanking the waistband of someone's underwear up to their shoulder blades and ideally, keyword ideally, over their head. This stands in contrast with a regular wedgie where the underwear is only yanked a few inches above the recipient's waistline.
Oh, okay. An atomic sounds horrendous.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
You couldn't even get your knickers above your head while you were wearing them if you tried, could you?
Yeah. Oh, probably not.
Have you ever had a wedgie that's caused you internal injury?
No, not this week. But I'll tell you what, no. Oh, my gosh, no.
Theme park injuries. I remember nearly drowning at Wet n Wild when I was about 14. So if you go into the deep end, which is quite deep, by the way, I've still got PTSD from this. I was trying to get out the side, like pull myself up over the ledge out the side. And if you've ever been in a wave pool, one of those big wave pools, it goes up, so you're up, and then it goes down, and you sort of plummet towards. So I remember as a teenager desperately trying to get out the side, and I had to be helped out by the lifeguard. Did the old hand signal.
What was your mum and the lifeguard having a coffee together? What was going on?
I don't know where Colleen was. Clearly not watching her child.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ever had a theme park injury there, Apps?
So for those who've been to Bali and to Waterbomb Park, there's an interesting slide there that basically you stand up and you're, millions of metres above the slide.
Yeah.
And they go 3, 2, 1, same thing. Your hands are across your chest and your legs are crossed. And there's this massive drop and you come down. Now, let me tell you, I was wearing full normal bathers.
Yeah.
They were in places they shouldn't have been by the time I got to the end. Because all the water whooshes up.
Yeah.
And you and then you get to the end and there's there's people everywhere. So you're sort of having to try and pick it out and get yourself sorted before you stand up and get out the way of the next person.
So what you're saying is you did atomic wedgie yourself.
Yeah, essentially I did. They ended up over my head. I mean, some people have done that and lost their bathers altogether. So luckily that wasn't me. But, yeah.
There we go. Now we know the terminology. Just picture Abby with an atomic time at Wedgie in Bali.
Love that for you.